Hey y'all. Hey everybody. We have a goal for today, and our goal is to, let me see, my goal is to learn how to look at the camera. Our goal is to learn how to use photo transfer paper, and I'm not going to waste any time. We are going to get into it. So I guess about a week ago, can everybody hear me well? Can y'all hear me well? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. I'm going to assume that's a yes. About a week ago, maybe a week or two ago, I received this package of photo transfer paper from a sub. And hey, Louise. And it looks like this. It's called dark fabric transfer paper. And I had not tried it, and I didn't want to, I don't know, recommend it until I tried it. And I said I would give it a try. So last night, just playing around with my Cricut and my heat press, hey, Holly, I decided that I would give it a try and see if I liked it. And I do like it. So A-Sub has given me a link and a discount code, and I put everything down in the description box below the video, and I'm going to show y'all how to get to that. Hey, Theodore. I'm going to show y'all how to get to the link so you can, if you're interested in purchasing it, it costs $10.99, but you can save 15% if you use the discount code that Delonda15 to purchase this. Now, this is not available, hey, Debbie, on Amazon. When I tried to order this back during Christmas time, they told me that it wouldn't be in until March. And I was like, I want it before March. So I decided I wouldn't try it. But they reached out to me to see if I would try it. And I said, hey, I would. Hey, Tilo. I hope I'm saying it right. Tylo. Hi, Diane. Hey, Benita. Hey, everybody. So if you're just joining, I said our goal for today is to learn how to use photo transfer paper, and I don't want to waste any time getting into it. So like I said, I'm going to show you how to get to, you know how when you're looking at a content creator and they say everything is linked down below, and then some people are like, I don't know how to get down below, or I don't know how to get to the links. I'm going to show you that so you'll know what you're looking at. Okay, so first things first, I will go to a video. I'll go to any one of my videos, and I will show you how to get to what it looks like. And I'll thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for spending your time with me. I do appreciate that very, very much. Okay. Okay, we're going to block that. Hey, Louise, I'm excited. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Tig. Charnette. Christiana. Hey, y'all. Okay, so what I said I was going to do is show you. Let me go ahead. Hey, Tanya. What that looks like. So if you are looking at a content creator's videos and you're trying to figure out, like, you know, when they say everything is linked down below, what does that mean? I'm going to show you what that means. So this is one of my videos. This is one of my more popular videos. You can see it's had 32,000 views. Okay. Actually, let me go to a different, let me let you see it from a different view. Yes, discount. It's $10.99 and there's a 15% discount, Christiana. So I said, hey, I need to see if they give me a discount too, because I want the discount. I want to show y'all this right quick first. Okay. So let's go to this video right here. I am going to share my screen and show you window. I want to make sure I'm showing you. Okay, yes, this is what I want to show you. Okay, so this is how to make a layered Black History shirt. It's a more recent video that I just did a few days ago. So when I'm saying when a content creator says everything is linked down below and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, depending on the device that you're using, like you look under the video and it'll tell you, it says like how to make, print, and cut stickers. If you click where it says show more, like under my videos, that's where I have chapters. This is where I describe what the video is about. And then I share the links for every single thing that I've used in that video. Okay, so anytime I reference something in a video, I share it down below. For most of the videos that I do, I include chapters. So if you're trying to watch the video and you don't need to watch the whole thing over and over again, you're just trying to get to one specific part, you can click on the timestamps and that will take you to the chapters. Okay, so hopefully that is helpful for you. I hope to do what you're doing one day. Okay. Is it different from pen and gear? Holly, yes, I would say yes. I want to stop sharing. So hopefully that helped you all to know how to look, because one of the questions I get a lot of, let me go back, is the video that I did on engraved keychains. So a lot of people ask me, like, I don't see the engraving field. So if I go to my video on engraved keychains. So here's my video right here on engraved keychains. When I click on the video, okay, I'm going to pause it for a second. And I look down here where it says show more. And I even tried to put like little hands, like click show more, so people will know where to look. It tells a description of the video and then all of the links to everything you need to follow along with the video. Then there's also the engraving fill that this person, Clever Someday, created. So she created an engraving fill that she shared with everyone. And I left the link down below. So some people will say, Delonda, I don't see the link. Are you sure you left it? Yes, it's there. I promise. So these are all the links to everything I used in the video. This is the engraving fill. These are the links to all of my social media sites. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing and hopefully, hey, big boy, thank you for joining. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing, but I hope y'all see now how to get to a link when a content creator is saying, my links are below. That's what they're talking about. All right. If you've come in and you haven't hit that like button, please go and do that. I see 34 people watching. I want to make sure there are 34 likes. That would be amazing. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I said this is the paper we're using. Our goal is to learn how to use photo transfer paper. Now, photo transfer papers, I think Holly just asked, is this the same as the pen and gear? I would say yes and no. Yes, because it does the same thing. No, because I think these colors are more vibrant. So when I made this, and let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Thank you, Nicole. When I put this picture on this bag, I don't know if y'all can see that. This is printable, it's photo transfer paper. Okay, good. Thank you, Sharnette. Okay, this is photo transfer paper. It is the Pen and Gear brand. It is not this brand. But today, or even last night, when I was trying out the paper and I used my heat press to see what it was going to look like, I was quite impressed. I can't even deny it. And if you're in my Facebook group, you know that I don't share links to things that I don't like or that I don't recommend myself. So one of the things I tried today, and let me show you. Hey, Tanya. Was I put a picture just on a canvas board just to see how it would hold up and see if I liked it. And this is how it came out. This is that dark photo transfer paper. This is this. This is this paper right here. I was like, okay, all right. Hey, Miss Victoria. The color is vibrant. It's just a, flat canvas board. And, if I'm trying to get the same result and I'm not ready for sublimation, I don't have a sublimation printer, I don't have a sublimation ink, I don't know, about the sublimation process. Or even if you do have a sublimation printer, but you haven't converted it yet, or, you're not ready to quite jump into it yet, you can still make photo products or photo projects and get pretty much a really good result. I would say a decent result. To me, this is a good result. The only difference between this and sublimation is that when you're doing sublimation, the ink is in the fabric. This ink is not in the fabric. So you hear that? So you know that it's on top of the fabric. It's not in the fabric. Okay. So that's the main difference. But I still have a photo on this canvas bag. Okay. And I could, I mean, if I wanted to, I could convert it. Okay. All right. If you're just coming in, you're joining us, make sure you hit that like button. That would be amazing. And I would appreciate that. Okay. So let's go over the materials. I've already told you, hey, Kelly, that we're using this paper. You're also going to need a green standard grip mat. I'm going to use my Cricut mat. I'm going to use a ruler. Yes, you know hammer time, Christiana. I'm sure you know it very well. I'm going to use my 9x9. Make sure you can see it. I'm going to use my 15 by 15 clamshell heat press, but you can also use an iron. Hey, Quincy. You will also need something to put it on. So what I've decided, because with sublimation, most of the time you're limited to those light colors. I'm going to just put it on this black canvas bag. I'm going to put a picture on this dark black canvas bag that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and it costs $2.49. So I'm just going to put an image right on this bag. Okay. Hey. Yes, I do. Everything is linked down below. It's not sublimation, Brenda. We're doing photo transfer paper. I'm using this dark fabric transfer paper. Okay. If y'all are just coming in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button if you're just joining us. Okay. So now that I've reviewed the materials, and all of the materials are linked below this video. Now that I reviewed the materials, now I'm going to open up Cricut Design Space and show you how I'm going to create a design to put on this black canvas bag. Okay. All right. Brenda, how we doing with likes? Thank you, big boy. How we doing with likes? I see 50 people watching. I should see 50 likes. Y'all get yourselves together now. Get yourselves all the way together. 51. Okay, we're doing good. All right. So one thing I didn't mention is that I'm using my Cricut. Let me show you my Cricut Explore Air 2 for this. So you don't have to have a Cricut Maker. You don't have to have a sublimation printer. I'm using my regular Cricut Explore Air 2 for this. Okay, let me remove it for a second, and I'm going to share my screen and go to Cricut Design Space. Okay. All right. So I'm in Cricut Design Space. I have a blank screen. I'm connected to my Cricut Explore Air 2. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is measure my workspace. And some of you know, I don't always do it. Sometimes I forget. Okay. Hey, Craftable Things. Honey, I need you. You know I do. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is measure my workspace on this bag, right? So let me put this down so you can see me measure my, let me stop. Okay. So I'm going to put my bag right here. Y'all can see my bag. And I'm going to grab my Cricut ruler, because that's the only ruler I really like to use. And I see that going across, it's like 13 inches wide, and let me see, right at about it's really 13 by 13, but I know that Cricut Design Space won't allow that anyway, right? And if I'm going to cut from Cricut Design Space, I already know the biggest I can go is 9.25 by 6.75. So I know that I need to just stay within this space. Okay. All right. So I am going to remove this and going back to Cricut Design. I'm going back to Cricut Design Space. Okay. So I'm there now. And what I'm going to do is get a shape, and I am going to just grab a square. You can grab whatever shape works for you, whatever floats your boat. Okay, and then I will unlock it and I'm going to resize it to what size Cricut Design Space allows, which is 9.25 by 6.75. Okay, that is the biggest that Cricut Design Space will allow. And because my bag is black, I'm just going to keep this color of this background black, to keep the color of the shape black, because that'll give me a good indication of what my design will look like on that black bag. Okay, so what I've decided that I want to put on this black bag is a picture of my family and I. So back in November, we took our family photos. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I love to use my family photos. Well, I mean, why would I use any other family? I could just use my family. So I'm going to upload a picture of my family. So I'm going to choose this one and click add to canvas. Okay. You'll see my son is like super tall. He's taller than the trees in the forest. Okay, he just is. Okay, and I'm gonna bring the size of the photo down to, let's just say 10. Okay, even though I know that 10 is still too big, I just like to be able to see everything on my canvas. And I don't know if you can tell, but the view on my screen is at 50%. Now, some people like to keep theirs big, you know, on 100% or even bigger. I don't. I typically, whenever I'm starting a new project, I always bring mine down to right at about 50%. Okay. So I'm just bringing it down so I can see everything. And I know that whatever I'm going to do on this bag, it has to be able to fit within this space right here. This is my workspace. Okay. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Thank you. Hey, do dream on. Oh, that's Shanita Nicole. Y'all gonna make me cry now. Okay, going back to Cricut Design Space. So this is my workspace. This is the picture that I want to put on here. And so now I'm going to just kind of play with it and see if I like it. Now, I already know that this picture is at the top and the square, the rectangle is at the bottom. And I know that because whatever is in your layers panel first, that's what's on top. So if I try to move this picture over, I already know that's on top. Okay. So if I thought, well, I wonder if, do I need to send it to the back? No, whatever is up, this layers panel will tell you the order of things. Okay. So I'm going to move this over and see if I like it. And then I'm just going to, kind of resize it a little bit and get it put down on there. Okay. And I actually like it like this. I think it looks really nice. Okay. But I also know that I want to have a quote above the picture. And the quote that I have decided that I want is this one right here. And it just says, and you'll be able to see it. You won't be able to see it that well, but I'll tell you, I'll stretch it so you can see it. It says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So I'm going to put this on this bag. Okay. And I know that I can't keep it black, because if I keep my text black and I put it on that black bag, it won't look right. Right. So I need to either change the color of the text or put an offset behind the whole thing so that it's white. Okay. So those are my options. And I'm going to just kind of play with it a little bit and see what I like the best. Okay. So right now it's black, and I can change it to red and see if I like that, see if it'll show up nicely. Because remember, before I can get this put on my bag and, put together with my picture, let me see if I like that. So I will have to first, let me weld it. Now, of course, I'm going to weld it because this is a script font. And when you're doing anything with a script font, you definitely want that welded. Even though this is going to be flattened, I still do that. That's just do it your way. I do it my way. Okay. And then I would take the whole thing and let me see if I like it like that. I do not. So what I would probably do is take this rectangle and I would actually make it white. I'll make the whole thing white. And then I can take this scripture, move it up to the top. I didn't resize it. I'm keeping the same size, 9.25 by 6.75. Okay. And I know that I'm still safe because I don't see any triangles right here that let me know, oh, Delonda, you've done something wrong. Okay, it still looks, it looks good to me, right? I can do it just like this, and I can flatten this whole thing, and then I can click make it, and I will be safe to print this. Okay, I will be safe to get this printed because I'm in the safe zone. Okay, let me go back to my, okay. Hey, Tinsy. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Okay. All right. Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? Y'all all right? I'm checking on everybody. Make sure you've hit that like button. If you just joined, make sure you hit the like button. Okay, so if I like it like that, I can go ahead and, click make it. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. I can go ahead and click make it and just say, yep, I like it. I'm good to go. Or I can kind of play with it. Now, another way that I've uploaded this picture, and of course I did that to save time and to be ready for this, our time together, because I don't want to waste your time. We all got things to do. Let me show you what else I could do. Another thing that I've done, and I guess I need to just show you let me show you the website. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Let me stop sharing for 1 second. And I'm going to go to a website that I want to show you. Okay. Let me share my screen and go to a Chrome tab. Oh, let me go to, let's see. I'll go here and I will, let me stop for a second because I don't want to mess it up. I am going to, let me see if you can see that. You cannot. Let me stop sharing for 1 second and share Chrome tab, new tab. Okay. So right now I'm on a new tab and hopefully you can see that. Perfect, you can. Okay, and what I'm going to do is go to a website that's called Remove.bg. And on Remove.bg, you can upload your image and remove the background. Now, of course, you can also remove the background in Cricut Design Space if you are a Cricut Access member. However, I still prefer to remove my background here. That's just my personal preference. You can do it your way. Do it the way that works best for you. I'm showing you what works best for me. So I'm going to take my image. I'm going to upload it, the same one you just saw, the one of my family. Okay. And I'm just going to remove the background and I'm going to download it. Okay. Now, once I have it downloaded, I can go back to Cricut Design Space. Let me stop sharing and go to Cricut Design Space and show you what that looks like in Cricut Design Space, because that kind of does something different to your pictures. Okay, so I can go to, here where I've downloaded that picture. Now it's the same picture of us, right? We just don't have a background now. And I can click add to canvas. This is my original one that you saw me just put together. This is us also. If I go here and grab a shape, of course, I'm going to unlock that shape. And if I'm going too fast, y'all let me know. I can change the size of the shape to 9.25 by what? 6.75. Okay. Because that's the largest Cricut Design Space will allow for any image. Now, I know this is already in the front. How do I know this is in the front? Because it's at the top of my layers panel. I can move my picture to the front right here by doing that, right? And I can just put it right here on the top, right? And then I can just resize it, right? I can say, okay, I want to make us big like this. And then I want to still use that same scripture and see what that will look like. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I'm going to check on y'all in a minute. Okay. And if I want to stretch it out, I can unlock it and, make it go this way. And I'm not limited as I am with the first picture because I want to make space for that scripture. Here, if I do it this way, I'm good. I can make the picture a little bit bigger, right? Because we're bigger now without a background. And I can change the color of that background to white. Okay. Then I can, I think I still want to change the color of this because I don't know why. I don't know why. I just love the color red. I just love it. I just do. And I don't know why, but I do. So I can take the whole thing now and I can flatten it. And then I'm going to hide this one for 1 second. And then I can click make it. Let me save it first. I'm going to save it as family photo. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saving it right here, because my printer from this laptop has been giving me some issues, and it's okay. I have a desktop as a backup computer. So if it doesn't do what I want it to do, I'll just print it from my desktop computer. Okay, so now I see this screen. When I get this screen, I know that I'm doing a print then cut. If I click make it and my intent was to print something and then have my Cricut cut it out, and I don't see this screen, then I'm not at print then cut. Okay, let me see how y'all doing. Okay, how y'all doing? Wants to know the meaning of flatten. Flatten is when you want to put everything together as one image. So let me go. Do you want me to go back? Diane, I'm sorry I missed that. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Tanya. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at first time I love that Bible verse. Oh, yeah. And yeah. And when you're doing yours, if this is not your thing, because I'm not trying to convert anyone. If you don't want to put a Bible verse, if you have a favorite sports team, if you have a book club or whatever, it could be whatever, right? You can just put that on your picture. It could be, we love to read, or me and my girls, whatever. It could be whatever you choose. But I'm choosing this because I'm making this for myself and for my things. And this is a representation of my family. Okay, so all right, I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to definitely come back to that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is click continue. Okay, and it's going to ask me to send it to the printer. Now, like I just told you, it's not cooperating with me, but let me just check and see if it will. Okay, I'm going to choose my Canon MX470. Remember, my printer is not that I'm doing this for. It is not sublimation. You can't even find this printer anymore because it is old and outdated. And I'm not exaggerating, I might have paid $50 for this, including tax, years ago. Okay, because it's old. This is old. Well, let me see. It might let me do it. It might not, but we will see. I don't think it is. It's thinking about it too much. Let me stop sharing that for 1 second, and y'all tell me how you're feeling. I'm going to get it printed out. I'm going to get it. Wait a minute. It's thinking about it. Hold on. It might. Let me see. I don't think it's going to do it, but I don't think it's going to do it. You don't think so, Christiana? It does fine for me. Yeah, printer not responding. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm going to do. And I'm, like I said, I was ready for this. So with this paper, and I followed the instructions on the paper. I see 61 likes. So I see 61 viewing. I should see 61 likes. Okay. I see 61 viewing. I should see 61 likes. How we doing on the likes? Okay. So this paper, just like the sublimation paper, it says A sub on the back and is, thank you, Christiana, and is plain on the front. In my printer, in my Canon MX470, I'm going to put this in my printer with the plain side face down, and that's the side it will print on. Let me print that, and then I want to come back. Cancel. I want to go to Cricut Design Space because I saved it. So since I saved it on that computer, it's also saved on my, it's saved everywhere that I have a Cricut Design Space account. Also, let me say this. When I'm using any kind of paper, if I'm using sublimation paper, if I'm using this photo transfer paper, I take all of my other paper out of the printer. I don't just have a stack of paper and then put this on the top. Because what will happen sometimes is your printer will grab more than what it's supposed to, and then you're just wasting paper because it'll print on a plain sheet. So note to self, only put the paper in that you need at that time. Okay, so I am going to, I'm just click customize, make sure I got it all flattened. And also what flatten does, it will make sure that all of those letters are not cut out individually. So it's not like A, S, F, O, R. It'll all be cut out as one thing. Okay, so let me click make it. Continue, send to printer. I keep on use system dialog because that will give me my printer options. It's thinking about it. Canon, preferences. Okay, click OK, click print. I'm going to turn my heat press on. I'm turning my heat press on to 345 degrees. Now, while that's printing, let me tell you something about these directions. Even if I was printing on a light fabric, so I bought this canvas bag too. I would still use dark transfer paper. I only use dark transfer paper. It doesn't matter what color fabric I'm going to transfer that to. When I'm doing a photo transfer or photo transfer paper, I only use dark photo transfer paper. Now there is light photo transfer paper, but I just never use it because I feel like the colors are more vibrant with the dark photo transfer paper. Now, this one says no need to mirror the image. Like follow, if you are going to order this, just follow the directions. The only thing I wasn't sure about is it says set the heat press to 329 degrees between 329 and 365. Well, that's a big range. I was like, what number is that? 329 to 365. So I just kind of went to the middle and did 345. So that's how I came up with that. But it also gives you directions like if you want to use an iron. So, okay, y'all good? How y'all feeling? This is a viable option. This is definitely a viable option. Okay, so I printed my picture. I'm not good at this, y'all. Good at this. Let's move this way. Okay, that's my picture. Thank you, Louise. Now, what I'm going to do is turn on my camera, and I'm going to load my mat so that it matches what was on my screen. And heat press on new table. Yes, the heat press is on the old heat press is on the new table. So every heat press has its own little space, honey. Okay, So I have it on my mat. It's in the corner as much as I can get it. And what I'm going to do, it's a face up. I'm not mirroring. I didn't mirror that. Okay. I'm gonna go back to Cricut Design Space so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I have it printed. So now it's asking me to set my base material. I'm going to choose printable vinyl and I'm just leave it on the default pressure. Okay, I have my fine point blade in and I am going to click the flashing C and we will see what it's going to do. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit the like button. What is something you've learned that you haven't seen? What is something you learned tonight? No, no, Angela, no. You gonna bring your 15? Okay, you have somewhere to put it. Oh yes, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you find it helpful, if you like Delonda, this is not helpful. Okay, it's thinking. So we're gonna see if it cuts, removing the background. Okay. Okay, so it's cutting out my stuff. Hopefully it cuts it right. Because remember, all I did was put it on a rectangular background, right? So I just have it all flat on one rectangle. Okay, Queen C. So last night was my first time using that brand. Okay, now, thank you, Patrice. Exactly, Louise. This is print and cut. That's what people get so confused about, print and cut. If you have a background, you are good to go. All right. So now before I unload mine, this is what I always do. I always do this no matter what. I always just feel it to see if it's actually cut through. Because if it's not, then I know that I need to send it through for another cut. The way to send it through for another cut is just by pressing this flashing C. It will cut in the exact same spot again. And I don't have to worry about, did it cut through? Am I going to waste paper? Because once I unload it from this Cricut, I'm never going to get it back in that exact same spot again, no matter how hard I try. So, word to the wise, before you unload any material from your machine, always feel it, and then just like double check, like, did it cut through? Like, am I good with this? Now, I'm pretty sure mine cut through because remember, if y'all saw my unboxing of my Cricut mystery box, I just replaced that blade, so it better be cutting through or somebody gonna owe me $7. I'm so crazy. Okay. Does a good till then print and cut on. Your print and cut doesn't work? Oh yes, Lakeisha. And when I got it, I thought about you and I'm gonna send you a message. Wanted to know how to print and cut. Okay. So I feel good about it. I feel like it's cut through. So I'm gonna go ahead and unload it. And then, so now you can see it. All I'm going to do, Lord, I'm feeling good that it's cut and I hope it is. Now with this paper, yeah, it's good. I'm not, if you follow me for any, hey, Dimps, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get my little bag. Let me remove that from the stream for 1 second. So I'm gonna get my bag and I'm gonna go ahead and take this little tag off because I don't really need that anymore. If y'all weren't watching, I would have just bit it off. But since y'all on here, I won't. I'm gonna have a little bit of dignity, honey. A little bit of dignity about myself. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of heat to this. And let me move. There you can see it. Move this light. And I have my heat press set to 345. Just give it some seconds of heat. Okay, so now weld. Well, I don't know how to explain the difference between. Well, you wouldn't use weld for a picture. Let me show you the difference between. I don't know if you can see. Let me finish this and I'll come back to questions at the end. Don't y'all let me forget, okay? Don't let me forget. Yes, honey, my jacket, my daughter had this made for me for Christmas. Okay, so let me put this back on the stream. Oh, I can't because what had happened? Oh, let me add my. So you can see. Hopefully I can help you. See, my image is cut right there. I'm going to peel this off from the backing. All I'm doing is peeling this off from the backing. Let me enter the studio so you can see it. Okay. So here's my bag. Put this behind it. So now I have to really just get this lined up, I guess, as good as I can. Let me tell you something about this. If I were to try to line this up, oh, you can't see it. Can you see it now? If I were to try to line this up while it's still on the heat plate, this gets hot and it starts to curl up and it gets like super like hard to work with because it's like heating on to the bag. So I suggest when you finish and you've already have yours cut, it's best to, position it away from the heat press. So now I have it on my bag and I am going to go back to my heat press and I have my heat press set to 345 degrees. And I think I have it set for 25 seconds. So I'm going to press this on my heat press for 25 seconds. So let me make sure I have it positioned right. Table, don't fall tonight. Okay, that wouldn't be good. The people didn't want to see you fall. They didn't want to see you win, honey. Okay, so now I'm going back to let me turn this off. I'm going to go back over here to my heat press. Let me just turn it this way so I can, it's already hot. It comes with this paper. This comes in the package. You just put that on top. And press. We're going to see what we come up with. It's set for 25 seconds. Okay, Lucy Moore. Yes, it peels off, Charnette. So what's left on your mat is just the outside. This is print, then cut. All right, we ready? Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh. Okay, so this came up with it. Okay, hold on. Okay. That's it. So the image is on the bag. So it's really hot. But this is a viable option if you are not ready for sublimation. So my image is on the bag. And if I want to put my stuff in here, I could. my biblical Bible and whatever other stuff. Okay. So, hey, Paula D, hot off the press. So, I personally like photo transfers better for bags. I have done photo transfers for, we did a balloon release. Thank you. We did a balloon release when my mother-in-law passed away, and I made shirts that we wore with her picture on it. And I did photo transfers for that, and it still looks nice. And that was 2 years ago. But this is a viable option if you're not ready for sublimation yet. So this is one way to do it, right? So remember that I told you I could do it another way where I, don't have the background, or I could just do it with the full background. Now, if I was doing it from my other computer, I could show you how to do it bigger because you will be printing from Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is a great option, right? Because if you were going to do that same thing from Microsoft Word, thank you guys. I don't know why I got hot and sweaty. That's weird. I ain't taking my jacket off. There's that. If I was doing it from Microsoft Word, of course I can make, will it look like the regular transfer? I would say yes. I would have to ask my daughter to bring her shirt because I am excited. Hold on, turn the fan on, y'all. Hold on. Bring her shirt because, like I said, we made shirts for when my mother-in-law passed away. And I haven't ever washed this bag, but this is also photo transfer paper. It feels the same. This feels just like that. Okay. So if you're going to order from the link that I shared, look at me, y'all. What they say on waiting, they say, you still look good. Girl, you still look good. Self-love is the best love, honey. You better love yourself because can't nobody else love you like you. I haven't ever watched that. I think that's what I was getting ready to say. But it's still a viable option. If you want to put a picture on a shirt or a picture on a bag or a picture on whatever. So thank you, Patrice, honey. I tell my own kids, you don't spend how much time who do you spend the most time with? Think about it. Who are you with 24 hours a day? You're with yourself. If you spend all that time with yourself, you better learn how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? Honey, I love me some me. That's just the truth. The truth. But anyway, I mean, flaws and all, because look, God didn't make no mistakes. That's how I feel. I made this one last night. So I just put our picture on a gray shirt. And it just says, I love going on this journey with him. And I use that same paper. I use that same, I don't know if I'm not good at this, y'all. I use that same photo transfer paper. And I just did print, then cut from my Cricut Explore Air 2. And I put it on this shirt. Same exact process. I just didn't put a full layer behind it. I just did the same thing. And you can do it too, right? If you wanted to make a shirt and you are not into sublimation yet, you haven't gotten started with sublimation, you're afraid of sublimation, you think sublimation is too expensive. Yes, I like it too. I love it. So, and this was on the printable vinyl setting. Okay. So options, you have options. When I showed it to Peter, he was like, oh, you need to, now you just got to make me one. I'm like, but you wouldn't wear it. The color is more vibrant, I think, than pen and gear. So, and maybe it's because I just love red as much as I do, but I thought this was nice. I thought it was nice. And I like the way that canvas came out too. So, and it's cheap. Honey, Christiana, look, even if I haven't, I'll say I was. I'm serious. Nobody, look, even being on this whole YouTube thing, people gonna tell you their opinion. They gotta tell you their opinion. That looks ugly. You gotta be ready. Just like, okay, thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry you feel that way. And move on with your life. Yeah. So, anyway, hopefully that was helpful. If you don't want to buy fonts, there's a lot of places that have free fonts. Did you do an offset on the shirt? Yes. 59 chats, 29 likes. I hope it's more than 29 likes. This is a cotton shirt. This is a Gildan. I'm gonna try to do better on my look. This is a Gildan. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. It's cotton. It's cotton. Yes, it's a cotton shirt. So, and that's another thing. You're not limited to, with sublimation, gotta be polyester, it's gotta be 90%, 80%. You're not limited with this. So I like that. I like everything about it so far. I have not tried washing it. It shows you 80 likes. Okay. All right, we good. Okay. One thing I said I would go back to was this right here, my name right here is attached. And my name, I don't know if that lady is still in there, but my name right there is welded. So welded, campground Wi-Fi is slow. What's the name of the photo paper? Everything is linked below, Lucy. Everything is linked down in the description below. Every single thing that I use, but it's this one right here. It's made by A-Sub. I'm not good at this. It's made by A-Sub, the same company that makes the sublimation paper, but it's just fabric transfer paper. Okay. Let me go back right quick to Cricut Design Space and finish. So if I type my name, not that, that's not my name. Let me just hide this for a second. And I would have to have a script font. So let me go to Joseph. So if I just tried to type my name right here and I flattened it, now this changes it to a print then cut. So you'll see that I will get that same screen that you just saw. Like if I click make it, it would change this to a print then cut. Well, if I type my name, let me go back. Let me go back one more time. Let me unflatten my name and let me duplicate it. Right here, my name is just typed. It's not attached. It's not welded. It's really nothing. If I weld my name, then it's connected. It's more solid. So when if I get ready to click make it, it'll be solid and there won't be any cut lines in it. If I go here, let me duplicate this again. I'll show you the difference between the three right quick. And then I'm going to let y'all go on. Okay. So this one is just, let me attach this. You'll see the difference when I get ready to cut it. This one is, let me flatten this one. And this one is welded. So this one is welded. This one is flattened. So it's telling me that this is a print then cut. And this one is attached. Let me make all of them small enough to really, cut. So you'll see what's going to happen. Let me change the color of them so you can see the difference too. Which one is giving me an issue? Okay. So my flattened one, let's change the color to, let me unflatten it right quick and change the color. I'll change the color of this one to blue and I'll flatten it. And then I'll change the color of this one to red, of course. Let me detach it and make it a little bit smaller. I don't want no issues. Let me change it to red, and we're gonna do a basic cut on this. And let me go back to red, go to red, and we are going to, let's say we just want to attach that one. And then this one is welded. Let me change it to a basic cut, and I will change this one to green. So I have a green that's welded, I have a red that's attached, and I have a blue that's flattened. So if I click make it, one of my images is going to be print then cut, because that's what happens when you flatten something. So your computer or your Cricut cutting machine is thinking that you are going to be printing a picture, an image, something that you want to use like photo transfer paper or do sublimation. These other ones, they're thinking that this might be cardstock or this might be vinyl or something else. This is not print and cut. And so remember, with one of them, that is, let me see which one is which. Y'all know I don't remember. One of them was welded and one of them was attached. If I were to cut these out with, let's say, vinyl, you would see cut lines in the attached one, and in the welded one, it would be smooth. Okay, I'm going to cancel that because I'm not really going to do that. 10 sheets come in a package, Christiana. 10 sheets come in the package for $10.99 with 15% off. I don't know what the thing is. Hey, Educated Natural. Okay. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me go back to our goal. Our goal was to learn how to use photo transfer paper. Did we accomplish the goal? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes. Okay, Kelly, I'll take a yes. Yes. Baby girl said yes. We accomplished craftable things. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. Then good. Then your time wasn't wasted. If you learn how to use photo transfer paper, we accomplished the goal. Your time wasn't wasted. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I got things to do, and y'all do too. We all have a life outside of this. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. If I went too fast, or if you feel like, Delonda, I don't know what you did, just go back and rewatch it. It'll be there. The video will be uploaded and you'll be able to follow along, hopefully. Slow it down. Thank you, Louise. Slow it down if you need to. Rewind if you need to. Remember when you slow the down. Thank you, Patrice. Remember when you slow the video down, it also slows down the speed of the person that's speaking. So if you slow it down, it sounds like this. And if you like it, then do it. That'll make you laugh for sure. All right, y'all. I am going to head on off and go on to bed. And I appreciate each and every one of you more than I can ever express. I appreciate you, because when somebody gives you their time, that is just as important as their treasure, right? So thank you. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye, y'all.